Hi there. Hey, Steve. Coming to you with a quick message. I'm just going to sit down here for a quick second on empathy. We've just had a phenomenal dialogue going on, and it just moved me to make jot down some thoughts for myself, and also maybe shoot out a quick message to you all, just because it warms my heart to see a community coming together, supporting, saying great words, being you and being present, and that's what this group has done. And um, and so I just wanted to share a couple words because I think there's some important things that are percolating that are great for leadership. They're great for human to human interactions in general. But I wanted to toss a couple thoughts to you about empathy, and some of you have brought this up because the interesting thing about empathy is sometimes it gets overused. Be empathetic leaders, be empathetic, and sometimes. We kind of get caught in this been there, done that type of an attitude. Out of goodness of our heart, we want to reach out and say things like, I know what you're going through," in a way to make somebody feel comfortable, right? And we've chatted about that even in this community, and how that really feels, right? But the value of empathy and true empathy is just our desire um, to lean in and breathe in and see and hear and get a glimpse of the space that somebody else is in, the space that somebody else is occupying. It's the act of um, feeling and being, right? Um, and not to selfishly say, I've been there, right? Um, because that's really what it is. Lots of times when we interact with other people who are going through loss or grieving or struggles, the thing that activates us is our memory of a time that we've had that might be quite similar to that. There's something that triggers us that says, I recognize that. And because I recognize that, I have a story to tell, and my story is probably going to help you. And again, that's all generated out of love, but that's not really what empathy is it? Empathy is our deep desire to lean in, to gather, to breathe in, to be, to peer into, to get ready to do something else we may choose to do. And that's compassion. All right. So you all have kind of touched on that a little bit. I thought maybe take a minute to bring some clarity to it. So empathy is just the behavior and the act of getting a glimpse of where somebody else is. We can never be where somebody else is, just like you can never be where I've been. But we can lean in out of love and care, um, to glimpse into it, right? To learn, to investigate. I really like the feeling of breathing in some of someone else's air, so to speak, right? But the purpose of empathy is to prepare us to do something that we may choose to do, all right? And that's where compassion is acting out of care and love, um, to someone else, right? And so empathy prepares us to do something that would be meaningful, all right? And meaningful is not, uh, I've been where you are, so let me support you. Even, I've been where you are, so let me hug you. Like the hug might be needed, but the statement before is not empathetic, right? So empathy, if we can think of empathy as a journey, as an exploration, as a desire to lean in, to get ready then to be compassionate, and then that information will tell us what we could do to help somebody else out. All right, which could be nothing, could be just sitting, to say, I would love just to sit with you. I'd love to just listen to you. All right, but we'll know enough from our past experience what was most valuable. I've never heard anybody say that the most valuable thing was for somebody to tell me that they know exactly how I feel. I've never heard anybody say that to me. And all the grief counseling, all the mentorship, all this work I've done, I've never heard that. So think about separating empathy and compassion. Empathy is our desire to be a private eye and to learn, to get ready, to be compassionate in ways that will serve and support that other person. Sometimes we could even ask, what is something I could do that'd be meaningful for you? And they might not know because they're in such pain. They might not know. And that's a good indication that, how about, is it okay if I just sit with you? Is it okay if I'm just here? Is it okay if you just talk to me? Any of those things, right? We don't know what they're going through. We might know some of the story. We might connect some of the dots, but we don't really know. So let's be compassionate. Let's learn with empathy and be compassionate in wise ways and care, right? Keep being you guys. I love this community. You guys are doing incredible and you do care for each other. I'm honored to be a part of this.